I will tell you right now, as God is my witness, if we lose the midterms and we lose 2028, some in this room are going to prison, myself included.
Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVP. So lovelies, I came across these stitches on my For You, and I thought to share what black people are reacting to the fact that Stephen Bannon actually talked about how most of these Republicans are going to be arrested if by next year they didn't win the election. This actually is, you know, actually drive an attention on the space of social platform, and I was able to put up some of those stitches. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright lovelies, share your thought of what you think of all of the statements.
And I will tell you right now, as God is my witness, if we lose the midterms and we lose 2028, some in this room are going to prison, myself included. They're not going to stop. They're getting more and more and more radical. And we have to counter that. And what do we have to counter it with? We have to counter it with more action, more intense action.
Steve, you got to stop drinking before you hit the stage, bro. You spilling all the beans. You telling all the secrets. What you so scared of, Steve? Talking about his God is my witness. If you believed in God, you wouldn't have gave him nothing to witness like that. Not to the fact that you going to jail off in elections. Who else going to jail, Steve? That sound like an innocent man to you, huh? Is what he sounded like he going to prison for principle or depravity? Which one you think it is? Is it the Rockland case? Is it something to do with those elections and the machines that Smart Elections had to file that lawsuit over? Is it something to do with, I don't know, what's really happening to those 1,200 migrants that disappeared out of Alligator Alcatraz? Does it maybe have something to do with the fact that the FBI just had to release a warning talking about not everybody posing as ICE is actually ICE? And this is from Kash Patel's FBI, so you know it's bad. What you going to jail for, Steve? So who gonna stand trial with you? Is it gonna be Elon? Maybe, I don't know, Stephen Miller's gonna be Big Don himself, Don DeCon? Who going to prison with you if the elections of 2026 and 28 don't turn out the way you want them to? Does that have anything to do with why you wanted to make sure that Trump got a third term? Is that it? What kind of intensity are you talking about turning up, Steve? How hard do you think these guys are gonna be fighting in order to not have the outcome that would send them to prison? Are we ready for that? Because if you could go to prison if the election don't turn out the way you want it to, could the Director of Homeland Security, could the real ICE agents and the fake ICE agents who can do what they do because you haven't assigned a penalty for impersonating an ICE agent also go to prison? Ladies and gentlemen, you have just heard a fascist afraid of the fall of his regime. What are we going to do about this? I know one thing. They're more afraid than we are. If you haven't noticed, these top Trump officials have moved out of their homes and now live on military bases because they are afraid of the people. And now with this election, they're more afraid than ever. If you think that November 2025 was a crazy time to be alive, November 2026 is going to be when it really hits the fan. Get your umbrellas. That's just my thoughts on it. Tell me what y'all think. I'm Theo E.J. Wilson. Like, follow, and share this message out, because we got a conversation to have as a country. Peace.
Jail? What do you mean you're going to jail? Is there something you want to tell us? Is there something you want to share with the class? Yeah, what you mean jail? You know, only people who say that are people who commit crimes. You're giving very much rat. Hey, Proud Boys, Triple K, I don't know if you guys realize this, but you got to snitch amongst your mist. Because people who talk like that is people who are federal as hell. What crimes did you commit? Did it happen to have something to do with an island and a couple rich people and some kids? I don't know. Since you opened your big mouth and you wanted to put this information out here voluntarily that you're going to jail, why is that? Could that be the reason? Comment down below. What do you guys think?
They're not.
You know damn well that was a confession, because he didn't even say we might or maybe. He said if they win, we are going to jail, myself included. If that isn't a confession, I don't know what is. But Steve Bannon, if y'all were following democracy the right way, you wouldn't have to be worried about going to jail, because last time I checked, when all of the previous presidents and their regimen left office, they weren't worried about being arrested. But, maybe when you're doing all this illegal shit, blocking orders, ignoring judges and all of that shit, there might be some illegal stuff going on. And the thing that bothers me the most about our Constitution or how our court systems are ran, it's like people are openly defying the law. They're not being held accountable or arrested or anything for it. So it's like, sure, if that down the line these people get arrested, but it's like when you commit the crime or that heinous act, you should be arrested and tried right then. It shouldn't be years down the line. But yeah, MAGA is shaking in their boots if they're saying shit like this.
Hey, look, did y'all see those videos of Mike Johnson and Steve Bannon? Steve Bannon basically said, if we lose, we going to jail. Mike Johnson basically was saying the same stuff. Like, look, if y'all don't do, if we lose this is going to be bad for everybody involved. See, they knew the whole time. That's what we've been saying. None of this that they have done since that man has been in office the first or the second time was by happenstance. All these years, the Mitch McConnells and people like him needed a scapegoat to really drive into the areas that they wanted to drive into. See, they needed and Donald Trump was their scapegoat. See, that man was able to do and say the things that they didn't have the courage to say. He said, yeah, I say it, I do it. I do it. They know me, I do it. And he did it. See, so all of the things this first and second term that they have done and are doing is they know it's criminal. They know it's unethical. They know. Nothing happened. Nothing is happening. Just, we didn't realize. No, they knew. They tried to do it. They're weaponizing everything. Now they're weaponizing hunger. Like all of this is real. All of this they have done. And all of you, a lot of y'all supported the mess. You know why? Because y'all hated everybody else and thought that everything would catch us and catch people of color and black people before it caught y'all. But y'all didn't realize that all of it is a double-edged sword. Because injustice anywhere is always a threat to justice everywhere. If you allow something to go wrong or with one person or one group, don't worry, it's coming down your street sooner or later in one form or another. And y'all allowed it because y'all wanted it. Y'all wanted somebody who spoke and thought the things that you all have been thinking and speaking for years in private. And that man was him. See, so yeah, now that Mike Johnson and Steve Bannon, all of them are speaking up and saying the parts out loud, the quiet parts out loud, don't be surprised. Because again, I say, they knew, they know. And it's up to this country to now stop it.
You know, I've often said that the GOP doesn't give a fuck about anybody other than rich white men. And all of the poor people that prop this fucking party up are some of the dumbest motherfuckers on earth. But I don't talk enough about the Coonesians that believe this shit too. I don't. Since the rise of Trump, literally since the rise of Donald Trump, the GOP, the base of the GOP, has felt free to literally show every negative thing about them and their party. Literally. If you think I am making any of this up, look, go on, X gonna give it to you in the Twitter, and look at the abuse Vivek Ramaswamy is getting and Dinesh D'Souza is getting. Okay? Kash Patel got some of this shit too. There was a holiday that had just passed called Diwali. I believe that's what it's called, Diwali. Kash Patel celebrated Diwali. Dinesh D'Souza celebrated Diwali. Vivek Ramaswamy celebrated Diwali. And the comments in their post shows exactly why these people are Coonesians, and it shows exactly why I don't respect them. Because Dinesh D'Souza called Barack Obama ghetto, but now he's warning that non-white minorities might leave the GOP because of the racism. Hey, home, you helped to build that. You did. Pardon me, it was you. Dinesh D'Souza made the fertile soil that is now biting him square in his ass. He created this problem. Please remember, Vivek and Dinesh and Kash Patel and all other Indian Americans who subscribe to the GOP mindset, you set the table for the abuse you're getting right now. You did. Y'all thought if you played down or disrespected black people enough, these motherfuckers would love you, and they don't. They don't like you. One of the posts on Vivek Ramaswamy's, he did a Halloween picture. His 2 kids dressed up. One of the fucking comments on his post said this: go back. They told him, go back to where you came from. You are making my white country dirtier. Now, mind you, Tucker Carlson used to say that. Tucker Carlson used to say exactly that. He did. Tucker Carlson is the one that put that bullshit out into the ether. Immigrants are making America dirtier. And now that is literally being said to a former Republican candidate for president of the United States. Vivek is an interesting fucking story. He's interesting in all the wrong ways. He is interesting in all the wrong ways. This is a man who ran for president, talked about affirmative action is bad, the racism in America is not real, bootstraps and all that good shit. Ann Coulter told this man to his motherfucking face on his own show that she agreed with a lot of what he said, but she wouldn't have voted for him because he's an Indian. You ain't got to tell me but one motherfucking time, and I'm out. Conservative values or no, I'm getting the fuck out of your party. If Ann Coulter can stay, I gotta go. If Tucker Carlson can stay, I gotta go. I would not join a bowling league that allowed Tucker Carlson or Ann Coulter in it. I'd be in it, I'd see them, and I get the fuck out of it. I'm going home. But that is the route of the Coonesian. That is the route of the Coonesian. You see, they have to take that abuse. They think it makes them more palatable to the people they're trying to reach out to. Y'all seen it on TikTok? I don't even have to lie. When Jeff Mead talks, look at his comment section. Jeff Mead will say some bullshit about black folks. His whole comment section will be filled with white people. Tell them, brother, people need to hear it. They say it in the comment section. But I guarantee you, Jeff Mead would get cussed the fuck out. He would be called every racial thing possible. Andre Williams is another one. Andre literally is out here like just tap dancing. That motherfucker is tap dancing for food at this point. And what did he get for it? Nothing. Nobody bailed his ass out of jail when he got his motherfucking pants pressed and folded while he was still wearing them. Nobody. The Hodge twins. The fucking Hodge twins. These motherfuckers are so anti-black, it's not even funny. And yet when they asked, can they move into this all white shit in where the fuck ever it was, Arkansas, I think, whatever. The man in charge said no. So what'd you do all that for? What the fuck did you do all that for? What was the purpose of all that? Why'd you do it? Acceptance. These people, all of them, every Coonesian you can think of, gay, trans, fucking Latino, whatever, they're looking for acceptance from a group of people who are the descendants of motherfuckers that gave these people the idea that you're less than them. Why the fuck would you want to be accepted by these people? No. That's why they don't like us. If you're a trans woman that fights against transphobia and you see a trans woman voting for Donald Trump and shit, you have nothing for that motherfucker. They are not like you. And you will tell them, nigga, well, why the fuck you gotta say that about me? Because it's true. It's fucking true. Look at Nikki Haley. She can never run as Nimarata Haley. Never. She has to literally shorten her fucking name and Americanize it to be accepted by a party that don't like her because she's a woman and they don't like her because she's of Pacific Islander descent. They are not liking you. Dinesh D'Souza's out here sounding alarms about GOP racism. Bro, you made it this way. You did. You disrespected the first black president of the United States for the appeasement of people who are now in your fucking comment section, in your goddamn pictures and shit like that, calling you every racial stereotype about Indian people. You had no, you over here sounding an alarm, but when it was Barack Obama and black folks, you talked about our IQ being lower and Barack Obama being ghetto, but they're sitting there telling you, take your ass back to India. How does that make you feel? Vivek Ramaswamy talking about racism is not this and this, that, and the third. Now they are talking shit about you in your comment section, about you and your children. A guy said your children are dressed up like his nightmare. H-1B visa people. How much is your soul worth, ladies and gentlemen? How much? Are you giving it away for free? Because y'all have to see the hypocrisy in this shit. They tell you, shit on the blacks. You shit on the blacks. But then they shit on you. And who's your allies? Who? Who in the fuck is your allies? Because you pissed us off. We're not coming in to save you. Any Tunisian, whether they black, Latino, gay, fucking trans, or an Indian, they keep asking us to come fight their battles. No, bitch, you made this. Like Sirizawa said, let them fight. Let them fight.
Seriously, lovelies, for these people to start making such statement, for Stephen Bannon to actually stand up, and making these remarks, that is to tell you that these guys know exactly what they are doing. They know that what they are doing is illegal. Like, in the sense that when you see most of these example, like this ICE agent, the way at which they keep snatching people from the street, will I even use the word kidnapping people from the street? Like, how can you just be so masked? You don't even present any form of identity, and you approach someone and you decide that you're just gonna take this person on the cover that you are an ICE agent, right? Even though this person is a citizen, even though this person was just seen not committing any form of offense, this person is not even a criminal, even though this person's, is so clean, but this person is just being snatched and taken away without any form of explanation. And when you are being asked, you're like, oh, we are ICE. Like, this is just little out of so many. There have been so many incidents. There have been so many things happening in this present administration. Am I even going to talk about the food stamp that were just stripped away? And the update about this food stamp controversy is the fact that this man is still saying that he's not going to allow anyone or anybody who cannot even afford this food stamps or cannot afford groceries or food, that he's still not going to allow them have access. He claims that there is no funds, but so many people are complaining that so there is no funds, but you have funds to build so many things in the in the White House. Like, seriously, this dude knew that they have been effing up, and they used Orange Man to complete their attacks. Like, they knew that Orange Man is a person that has the balls to do everything that is happening right about now. So they see it as an opportunity to do their biddings, to carry out what they have always wanted to do. And Orange Man is the person that they knew he has the boss to do whatsoever that they want him to do. And now, with the way at which the governorship election is going, and the way at which blue is winning left, right, and center, I think they're beginning to marvel, they're beginning to shake, they're beginning to get scared, they're beginning to like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Because you know what? Because they knew that what they have been doing for a very long time is so wrong. They knew that it's so wrong. It's so wrong. And the other time I stitched a video of Steve Miller and some of other Trump officials moving into this military base. That is to tell you that these guys are scared. They are scared of their wrong actions. They are scared at the way at which they treat humans. They are scared. But the question is, why do you actually know that what you're doing is so wrong, but you just want to do it anyway? You just want to oppress people. You just want to use your position to oppress people. You just want people to suffer. And now you yourself, you're not even safe. Like, you don't have rest of mind. You're also running around here and there looking for a place to save yourself. So why not just do the right thing so that everybody can be happy? Why not just do the right thing so that nobody will be hiding from anyone? You know, all these things has to do with greed. The way at which greed has made a lot of people to actually commit things that they are not proud of is something that needs to be studied, you know. But the thing is that when people keep on complaining and showing their aggressiveness to tell you that, oh, we are suffering, we are, we need help, we need you to save us, but you just keep on doing whatever that you feel that is right, thinking that you are going to like get away with it. And now look at the way they are shaking like chickens. They're shaking and marveling. What if we, like, what is it that is so, what is it so difficult to be a good human being? Is it so difficult to treat human normal? Instead of all of this, helter skelter, oh my God, being, crashing out and getting scared. Like, why not just be a better person and allow your own citizens to actually get so happy with you? I seriously love this. When I saw this, I thought that for these guys to run this way, that is to tell you that they know exactly what they are doing. And it's so disappointing that so many people were thinking that these dudes were gonna come and do what they promised, but then again, they have other bad intentions. And now that people are beginning to see them for whom they are getting so scared. Even some migrant supporters who vividly believe in these people are getting disappointed, so they don't even have anyone to stand for them. Anyway, lovely, so now just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovely, share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Give me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe, leave a thought, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.